No, I've been late on the reviews lately and stuff, but we got to get to Raw and everything. Since I guess there's been so much information coming in and out of the week, it's hard to tell what's going on right now through every type of wrestling company as it is. But we had to kick it off with the Chris Jericho highlight reel as he talked about Dean Ambrose. He's going to be here, but he has suffered whiplash and a bulging disc and is hurt. And he won't be able to be here, will be out for a long time, as he brought the remains of Mitch through the most over plant I've ever seen in a company, that a plant is now getting over it in hair. I know he's over it in Roman, I know that the plant is over, but Mitch the plant, and tweets were sent about, fans talked about the plant instead, and they missed the plant, and I guess now Mitch the plant is more over than Dean Ambrose. And it's funny because I don't know why these fans are now talking about a plant, saying he's over. Should have been signed to a contract. Future world champion hurt him, then it was rest in peace to the plant. But Mitch even had a chant. Jericho pretty much told Ambrose was in the hospital. You guys want to talk about a potted plant so much? They could just sell it for $12 and get the remains of it. Because he even talked about, Jericho says he's a legend and a superstar of all superstars, like Haley's Comet of WWE that comes every 76 years. And he told everybody that pretty much he gave them the gift of Chris Jericho so you can drink it in, man. Which I think it'll be his new catchphrase now, and get a t-shirt out of it. Big Cass came out as people chanting, "How you doing?" And And he says Jericho's going to even get it, but if I don't want that gift, you better give me the receipt to it if you want to return this plant. And he knows Jericho's one of the greatest of all time, but this is a new era. And he said it's not a cry for attention, this is a warning pretty much. And you know why? Because I'm 7 feet tall, and you can't teach that. And that he has arrived, Colin Cassidy. As Jericho pretty much told him, like, why don't you go back and check on your buddy little Enzo Amore and stuff. And Cass said, we fight in this new era, since, I guess they now want to push Big Cass since, Enzo's hurt. Almost like a single star pretty much now. He said, and talking about Jericho, we can go at it tonight pretty much because you can't teach that. And Jericho says, you want to fight? You want to fight? He took off his jacket and pretty much left off then. But he got back in the ring. He pretty much talked about Jericho and called him soft. And Jericho got in the ring and got big booted by him. So, Cass, I guess they're making him, look like a big star now, I guess, for some reason. Jericho was pissed at Stephanie, and once again, Stephanie tried to emasculate him and said this is the main event now. Since this is a new era, you're going to go one-on-one with Cass tonight. Baron Corbin against Dolph Ziggler. Corbin, he beat Ziggler. Not the really biggest fan of Baron Corbin. And Ziggler, that guy, he's just not over anymore like he used to be. So, it was an alright match. Charlotte and Ric Flair were talking to Shane as they talked about the whole Extreme Rules thing, and that Ric Flair couldn't be at ringside for the match tonight. JoJo was talking to, I guess, the club, whatever they want to call themselves now, that the club is officially back together, and they did the whole Too Sweet thing doing this. So I guess we technically have the Bullet Club here, whatever it's going to be called, this elimination tag match tonight. And the funny thing is, people actually booed at AJ Styles and them. They actually booed at him, which was kind of weird in my opinion. Truth went against Fandango. Truth won. So we're still doing this for some reason. Sami Zayn was about talking it's going to be a new era now. He's going to get that IC title and stuff. So that was going to happen. Since he was in the backstage as Kevin Owens, Miz, Risa Cesaro were arguing about it. He was going to go one-on-one with Miz tonight. Charlotte then went against Paige, who hasn't been seen in a long time. And Paige won the match, hitting a roll-up win after Rick tried to interrupt, but Shane came out and pretty much distracted and got rid of Flair as Paige got the roll, which is a pretty good match, I'll say that. Even though Paige has been under the radar, this is just a match just because. Sami Zayn went against The Miz, which is probably one of the somewhat best match, but the crowd didn't really react that much, in a way. But Zayn got the win. over Miz, even though he was pretty much overlooked a lot. And once again, the commentary team looks stupid as they try to say, well, you know, this is one of these smart crowds tonight, as they try to say. So they were somewhat bored, but Miz pretty much, I guess, is overlooked throughout this whole thing, since all three of the other people are better wrestlers than him. Renee Young was talking to Becky Lynch in the back, and Emma, until Dana Brooke came back, and E and D are back. But, you know, we might as well just change it to Dana Brooke now, because Emma is now hurt. Emma's hurt, folks. I might as well put that information out. Emma is hurt with a ruptured disc, I believe, at a live event. Will require surgery. So it looks like we may not be seeing Emma for a while. So let's rack up another one for the injury list, unfortunately. Make Darren Young great again promo happen. I don't know why. This is stupid. When was Darren Young great in the first place? And why they got Bob Backlund with him? Zack Ryder told he wanted a title shot and everything. It's a new era, but Kevin Owens says, you've already got a title shot. I should get a title shot. And he says, pretty much says, and he said, why do you exist? So pretty much Shane said whoever wins between Zack Ryder and Kevin Owens will get a spot, which, and God knows why, how the hell would even Zack Ryder even beat him? And so I say he's a clear vindictive son of a bitch for even put him in that match. Rusev went against Sin Cara, which I have no idea why he lost to Sin Cara. Stupid booking. The Bullet Club, or the Club, went against the Family, which I don't think anybody was on anybody's side with this crowd, because they kind of got a lot of boos coming out there. The Club, what club? Against the Family, and pretty much throughout this elimination thing, it pretty much came between Roman and AJ left, but it pretty much turned into a DQ as everybody came out and attacked each other, and then pretty much, I guess the fans were chanting for AJ. I guess they lucky they got a good crowd where people could actually cheer for Roman Reigns for once, instead of getting booed out of the fucking building. As AJ pretty much picked up the chair, I was gonna get Reigns with it, but AJ didn't need it, and pretty much he pretty much leapt over him and got out of the ring then. So I guess he got out of there in time, AJ, even though he's trying to make Roman Reigns look big as it is. Zack. And you know, it's weird. You know, Gallows and Anderson, I like both. But Jesus, how many times does Roman Reigns have to keep killing both the guys out there? He's making them look like shit. It doesn't make a lot of sense of what's going on with this whole AJ and Roman Reigns thing. Kevin Owens went against Zack Ryder, and I don't think the crowd was dead, kind of dead at this. Who in their right mind thought Zack Ryder was going to be Kevin Owens? Zack Ryder barely got a reaction when he came out there. And the crowd didn't even seem to care, so who knew come on, whoever thought Kevin Owens was going to lose must have been stupid. Renee Young talked to Big Cass something about Jericho, said it's going to be the biggest match of his career. How you doing? The New Day came out talking about the vaudevillains and stuff. And they were talking about booty-yells and talking about they live in this bygone era. You know, they weren't really fond of us back then. We didn't really fit, and everybody thought it was going to be the black people, I guess. But they didn't have cell phones. As the New Day went against the Dudleys, which, my God, they don't win any matches anymore ever since they came back. Pretty much the Vaudevillains attacked the New Day and the Dudleys. Team 3D pretty much got the win with Devon doing a freaking crazy last clothesline on them. Cass came out to go against Jericho. Jericho came out in his light bright jacket, but someone attacked Jericho on stage, and pretty much it was Ambrose in the ring wearing the jacket, and Jericho said, "That's a $15,000 jacket." Ambrose pretty much tore the jacket from limb to limb. Jericho came back to save it, and he called Ambrose an idiot. You idiot. He tried to get away with the jacket, but Cass threw him back in the ring after he slapped him. And he says, "Are you out of your mind?" And he threw Jericho in the ring, hit him with the dirty deeds, as pretty much Ambrose took some scissors and cut up Jericho's jacket as Jericho continued to say, "This is a $15,000 jacket, Ambrose, you idiot, you idiot." As Stephanie and Shane pretty much ended the show saying, like, we should be on the episode right now. We're getting together. We're doing good at this and stuff. So after that, Jericho continued to call everyone idiots, 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 and that ended Monday Night Raw. So it was a pretty good show for what it was. But I'm out of here. I had to get to this Raw view. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.